Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our puppet show. We're glad you could be with us here tonight and hope that you will have as much fun watching us as we will have performing for you. We do ask that you turn off all cell phones and pagers, and please refrain from taking any flash photography, as all of our performers are very easily distracted. The title for tonight's show is The Parables, so we invite you to sit down, get comfortable, and relax as we present to you the parables.
Here they are. I got them right here. 1, 2.
Carl, what are you doing?
What? I'm in charge of prompts, aren't I? You said we're presenting the parables today, so I went out and got us a pair of bowls. See how the light catches them? Here they are, folks. Aren't they lovely? Ladies and gentlemen, behold, I present to you the parables.
Carl.
Shh. Not now. I'm watching to see what they're going to do.
Carl, they aren't going to do anything.
Well, then this is going to be a lousy show.
You've misunderstood me. This show isn't about a pair of bowls. It's about the parables. Carl, you do know what the parables are, don't you?
Clearly, I don't.
Okay, Carl. The parables were stories that Christ used to tell when he wanted to teach his followers a lesson. They are stories about worldly things with a deeper heavenly meaning to them.
I see. So I guess I spent my whole day looking all over for these two beautiful bowls for nothing.
I wouldn't say that, Carl. Maybe we can use them later on in the show. Why don't you go ahead backstage and tell Zach to get ready for the first story?
Fine. You guys better be on your toes tonight. This is going to be completely different than what I thought it was going to be.
Thanks, Carl. Our first parable here for tonight is the parable of the lost sheep. Our own Zach will be playing the Good Shepherd, and his little sister Sally will be playing the lost sheep. Are you two ready?
Ready.
Ready! Then I guess without any further ado, we present the parable of the lost sheep.
He told them this parable. Which of you men, if you had 100 sheep and lost one of them, wouldn't leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one that was lost until he found it? When he has found it, he carries it on his shoulders, rejoicing. When he comes home, he calls together his friends and his neighbors, saying to them, "Rejoice with me, for I found my sheep which was lost." I tell you that even so, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who need no repentance. Luke 15:3-7.
Our story begins in a lush pasture where the Good Shepherd is counting his sheep.
This is ridiculous.
Shh, Sally, sheep don't talk. You need to stay in character.
Fine. Bah!
That's more like it.
That was sheep, for this costume is itchy. Let's just get this over with. Aren't you supposed to be counting sheep?
Oh yeah, right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that how you're gonna count? We'll never make it to 100 at this rate. Can't you count any faster? Maybe you could count by 5s or something. I'm dying in this suit, Zach. I'm itchy all over.
All these sheep look alike, and if I go any faster, I'm liable to make a mistake, Sally. Just hold on for a second. Now let's see. Where was I? I can't remember. I guess I'll just have to start over again. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. I'm out of here.
7,
Hey!
8,
Huh?
9,
Excuse me, would you mind scratching my back, please?
I guess I could do that.
13.
Ah, that's the ticket. Are you seriously going to let him stay over there and count all the way to 100? Don't you think our audience might get bored?
I suppose you're right. I guess I could speed things up a little by doing this.
25, 95.
You can do that?
I just did, didn't I?
99, 99. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh no, I'm missing one of my sheep. What am I gonna do?
Your shepherd's looking for you. Don't you think you should go on and let him know where you are and that you're okay?
I'm perfectly comfortable right here, actually. Just keep on scratching.
All right. Well, why don't you pay attention to what happens next and see if you still feel the same way?
I can't believe I lost one of them. Oh dear, oh dear. I guess I'm just gonna have to go out looking for it. It might be hurt or in trouble.
He's gonna come looking for me? But that doesn't make any sense. He has 99 other sheep right there. Wouldn't it make more sense for him just to forget about me and tend to the other 99?
I know. He's risking losing some of his other sheep to come and find you. But I guess that means he really loves you, huh?
Here sheepy sheep.
I suppose you're right. He must really care about me to do something like that.
That's right, Sally. And do you know who else loves you enough to come look for you when you're lost?
Who?
God. In fact, that's the whole point of this story. We are all as precious to God as that one lost sheep is to the shepherd. There are lots of ways that we can get lost and separate ourselves from God, but God will always come searching for us.
Here sheepy sheep.
That's kind of comforting.
It's supposed to be. So how long do you think you'll keep Zach looking for you?
I suppose he's looked long enough. Here I am, Zach. I'm right here.
Oh, Sally, thank goodness. I thought I'd lost you. Come on, let's go. We have a parable to act out.
I think we did just act it out, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are done for now. The only thing left for you to do is bow, and then we'll get set up for the next story.
Thank you, thank you, thank
It's just a parable of the laborers in the vineyard.
Right, boss?
For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with the laborers for the usual daily wage, he sent them into his vineyard. When he went about 9 o'clock, he saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And he said to them, "You also go into the vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right." So they went. When he went out again about noon and about 3 o'clock, he did the same. And about 5 o'clock he went out and found others standing around, and he said to them, "Why are you standing here idle all day?" They said to him, "Because no one is hired to us." He said to them, "You also go into the vineyard." When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his manager, "Call the laborers and give them their pay, beginning with the last and then going to the first." When those hired at about 5 o'clock came, each of them received the usual daily wage. Now when the first came, they thought they would receive more, but each of them also received the usual daily wage. And when they received it, they grumbled against the landowner, saying, "These last worked only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the day and the scorching heat." But he replied to one of them, "Friend, I'm doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what belongs to you and go. I choose to give to this last the same as I give to you. Am I not allowed to do what I choose with what belongs to me? Or are you envious because I am generous?" So the last will be first, and the first will be last. Matthew 20, 1 through 16.
Our second story takes place in a lush vineyard where Doris and Carl are working very hard.
Woo, boy, have we been working hard.
You said it, sister. I'm about beat.
Well, at least the day is almost over. I can't wait to get my money, go home, and take a nice bath.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't wait for you to get a bath, too.
Not the easiest person to work with, you know. And here's the vineyard. This is where you'll be working. That's Carl and Doris. I hired them earlier today. Carl, Doris, this is Sally. She's going to be working with you both for the rest of the day. Would you two mind showing her the ropes so that she can get started?
Sure.
No problem. Well, the first thing we'll have to do is find you a hoe or a shovel to use. The work we do is pretty hard, but the pay is reasonable.
Closing time!
Closing time! Everybody line up for payday!
Yay!
Okay, let's start with Sally. How long did you work for today, Sally?
Not even a full minute, I don't think.
Okay, go and see the manager and tell him to pay you a full day's wages.
Seriously?
Yep, go on.
Thanks so very much. I can't believe this. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Okay, so now Doris and Carl.
Right here, boss.
Yep, right here in front of you. Okay, so how long did you two work today? The whole day.
About 8 excruciating hours.
Okay, go and see the manager and tell him to pay you a full day's wages as well.
What? Am I hearing this right?
How is that fair? Oh, well, you know, I guess that doesn't seem fair. Maybe there's been some kind of mistake.
Nope, there's no mistake. That's what they're supposed to get.
Well, who asked you about it?
No one. But that's the way the parable goes. All three of you get paid the same amount.
But we work longer.
It's unfair, I tell you.
It's not really unfair. Did you get paid less than what you told you would be paid?
No.
I guess not.
Well, then you've been treated fairly. If Zach chooses to be generous to Sally, that doesn't mean he's being unfair. You were paid what you were supposed to be paid.
Maybe we should just move on to the next parable before people start getting hurt. I'm out of here. I don't like this parable. If Zach is going to be generous with Sally, then shouldn't he be more generous with us? We've been here all day. What sort of lesson are we supposed to learn from this exactly?
Well, this story is actually about heaven. You see, heaven is going to be the same reward for everyone. People who work harder in this life at doing the right thing and following Christ's example aren't going to get a better reward than others. All believers are going to the same heaven.
Okay, I get it. What she's trying to say is that we shouldn't work hard to follow Christ's example, because in the end, it doesn't really get us anything special. We should just do the bare minimum to get into heaven and then slide on in. It makes sense if you think about it.
That's not what I'm saying at all. You should still work hard to follow Christ's example, but do it because it's the right thing to do, not because you want to get a better reward than everyone else. The message of this parable is not to let heavenly greed be the reason that you do good things here on earth. Do you understand now?
I guess when you put it that way, it makes sense. It'd still be nice to get paid.
It'd be nice, but sometimes hard work is its own reward.
We'd better move on to the next story pretty quickly before I start thinking about all this and get mad again.
Alrighty, everyone set the stage for the next parable.
Then Jesus said to them, "Suppose you have a friend, and you go to him at midnight and say, 'Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread. A friend of mine on a journey has come to me, and I have no food to offer him.' And suppose the one inside answers, 'Don't bother me. The door is already locked, and my children and I are in bed. I can't get up and give you anything.' I tell you, even though he will not get up and give you the bread because of friendship, yet because of your shameless audacity, he will surely get up and give you as much as you need. So I say to you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be opened." Luke 11:5-10.
Our next parable is set late at night where Zach is fast asleep.
Zach! Zach! Wake up! I need you! Zach! Zach! Seriously, Zach, come on. I know you're in there.
Go away!
Zach, you lazy felt head. Wake up. My cousins have just dropped in unexpectedly all the way from Tuba City, Arizona, and I have nothing to feed them and all the stores are closed. Now, I know you always have a couple bags of Cheetos stashed away in that room of yours, so cough them up and help me out.
Tuba City, you're making that up. Go away.
I am not making that up. It's a real place, and I really need your help.
Sally, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. If you think I'm going to do anything but pull these covers up over myself, bury my head under this bowl, and go back to sleep, you are deranged. Now go away.
Well, thanks for nothing, Zach.
Whoa, hold on a minute there, Sally. What do you think you're doing?
I'm leaving. I guess I know who my real friends are.
Sally, you can't leave. You have to keep trying. You have to be persistent sometimes to get what you want. That's the point of the story. God rewards persistence, so don't give up so easily.
All right, well, here goes nothing. Zach! Oh, Zach!
Go away.
Come on, Zach, open the door. Come on, my little Zacky Wacky.
Go away.
I'm waiting, Zachary.
Get out of here.
Zach in the box.
No.
Zach attack.
No.
Zacharoni and cheese.
No.
Boom, Zackalaka.
No.
Zackalanche.
No.
Zack the Ripper.
No.
Zack to the future.
No.
Zackagerm.
For the love of everything in the universe, if I get up and get you a bag of Cheetos, will you go away?
I don't know, this is actually kind of fun, Zach.
Ah! Take them! Come on,
well of you.
What did I tell you?
You were right. Being persistent pays off.
That's right. Persistence is important. And persistence is just as important when we're dealing with God as it is when you're dealing with Zach, Sally. We aren't just supposed to pray about something once and then forget it. If it's truly something important, we should pray about it again and again.
Well, that approach sure did work for me. I wonder if Zach has anything to drink.
Let me stop you right there. I think we're running out of time. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, folks. We hope you've been entertained and maybe even learned a little something too. Why don't we invite all of our puppets up for a quick bow and then we'll say goodnight.